What's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel. So today, I wanted to just touch on a prison story with you guys. I want to get back into the prison stories, and little by little, we're going to get there. So today, I wanted to talk about how it can be when you get too close to a CO, and when sometimes they wake up either on the wrong side of the bed or they got stuff going on in their personal life, and then it affects the way stuff runs inside the prison. So this one was when I was in Arizona in La Palma. I ain't gonna say no names or anything like that. I'm gonna just say the homie and the CO. So in this one, it was a female CO, and it was like an older lady. She was probably like mid 40s, probably early 50s, somewhere around there. So she was cool, and all the homies knew that she was with the business. She herself, I remember having a conversation with her when I first got there, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been caritas, you know what I'm saying? I've always been able to pull females, you know what I'm saying? And that's just being facts. And she was one of them females, you know what I'm saying? Whenever she'll see like young fly essays, you know what I mean? She'll be on it. So I remember talking to her, and she was telling me that her husband, like her actual husband, was in jail. She was married to an inmate. So that already tells you what kind of individual she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's married to an inmate, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And it was rumored that if you got at her right and she liked you, you know what I'm saying, that she would doming fools up. You know what I mean? Like, she'll go in the cell and dome people up. So I just remember chopping it up with her, and one night I'm just chilling watching TV, and my celly's at the door. It's actually the celly that did my tattoo on my chest. He's the one that did the letters on my chest. So he goes to the door and he's chopping it up with her, and they was cool. You know what I mean? They was cool. They would clown around, all that. So he's chopping it up with her. The next thing you know, I don't know what she said or what, but next thing you know, she like, what? Hit the button, hits the alarm. Get on the ground. Like, what the fuck? Like, hey, what's going on? Homie, like, I'm literally sitting down and I'm trying to give my celly his space. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to ear hustle, nothing. So I think I probably even had headphones on, like, to give him his space. Look, like, what the fuck? Boom, he gets down. She ends up saying that he tried to headbutt her. Like, what? Like, that's out. Boom, he goes. I end up getting at her like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, what's up? A couple of other homies get at her like, hey, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? We're all locked down, so everyone's yelling like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, hey, homie, what happened? Like, I don't know, dog. Like, honestly, they were talking cool. So what she said is that he tried to headbutt her. That she said something he didn't like, and that he got mad and he tried to headbutt her, right? So that's the story she gives. He goes to the hole, so I don't end up seeing him till probably like a month later. He gets kicked out and he's in the unit across from us. So we go to chow and we're sitting down, and I tell him like, hey, what happened, my boy? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, like, we was clowning, bro. We was clowning, and she said something out of pocket, and I like went like that. Like, I didn't try to headbutt her. I just did the little gesture, like, oh, like, you know, when somebody says something, you're like, oh, I should hit you type shit. Some stuff like that. And he did the headbutt gesture. She took it serious. Hit the buzzer, all that. But long story short, she ended up recanting her statement, and that's how he got out. But it just goes to show you, man, that at the end of the day, you're an inmate and they a CO. And at the end of the day, if they want to fuck you over in any way, they can. If they wake up on the wrong side of the bed, they can. So I suggest to any homies, man, watching my videos, just don't even do it. You know what I mean? Don't even cross that line. You know, hey, there's a line right there. If you ain't doing nothing for me, as far as like bringing me any phones or any stuff like that, then I have no business dealing with you. Straight up. Hey, it might be a few years, but hey, you could get the pussy or you could get some head and all that once you get out. Or if you a lifer, hey, find a pen pal or something and try to get married. Lifers are getting conjugals now. That's the beautiful thing about it. But thinking that you're gonna get it from a CO, man, that's out. That's out. Unless she like blatantly telling you like, hey, what's up? Then don't even bother with it. And why? Because this situation right here, she wasn't doing nothing for nobody, but just because she was a female and everybody has been so long, everyone was catering to this hyena. When in reality, man, she was all bad. If she did that to one homie, she'll do that to anybody. And that's what I want you guys to get out of this. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Santo G, real, raw, and uncut. And with that being said, we out.